Hello dear students. In this video here I am going to explain you the first chapter of your course book. The chapter name is Operation Blackbeard, written by Mr. Abid Surti. Let me tell you something about Mr. Abid Surti. He is a famous Indian writer, born in 1935. He is a national award-winning Indian author and playwright. He has written more than 80 books, including short stories, novels, travelogues, and film scripts, and plays and stories for children in Gujarati, Hindi, and English. He has also written articles from Hindi and Gujarati magazines and newspapers. He is also an accomplished painter and cartoonist. Now let's start with the objectives. In this chapter, we will read a short story, learn about the use of figurative language. Figurative means metaphorical language. Antonyms and synonyms. Learn to find words in a dictionary using the head words and guide words. Learn about proper common and collective noun and to punctuate using a comma. Listen to a story and sequence the order of event. Enact the story with a different ending and learn about silent letters. Learn to write a notice and make a poster. Now let's start with the reading. Do you know anyone who likes to boast all the time? Here boast means speak too proudly. Do you know anyone who likes to speak too proudly all the time? Read what befell the boastful Nawab Rangili when he tried to capture the dreaded Pandit Bhutnath. Befell means something dangerous and dreaded means frightful. Here we are going to read what something dangerous has happened with the boastful Nawab Rangili when he tried to capture the frightful Pandit Bhutnath. He was indeed the great Nawab Jang Bahadur Rangili, even though he has never stepped on the battlefield nor display any valor. Here Nawab means a Muslim nobleman, powerful landowner, or a person of a high status, and valor means great courage or bravery in the face of danger, especially in battle. Indeed, he was very great Nawab. The Nawab name was Jang Bahadur Rangili. Even though he had never stepped on a battlefield nor display any great courage, his kingdom of Nagadpur was merged with India in the time of the partition in 1947. In 1947, when our India divided into India and Pakistan, his kingdom Nagadpur was combined with India during the partition. With time, not only did the princely lifestyle fade away, but the world around the Nawab turned tipsy and turvy. Here, lifestyle means way of living, and tipsy and turvy means in a confused or disorganized state. With the time, not only did the princely way of living fade away, but the world around Nawab turned topsy and turvy. Today, the great Nawab Rangili lives in a modest house with his wife, Begum Rangili, and does odd jobs like selling eggs and catching crooks. Here, modest means small, and Begum means a Muslim woman with a higher rank, and crook means criminals or dishonest person. Now, in today's scenario, Nawab Rangili lives in a very small house with his wife. Her name is Rangili, and because of she's a wife of Nawab, we can call her Begum Rangili. And he does odd jobs. Odd jobs means small jobs like selling eggs, catching criminals or dishonest person. One day he was sitting under a tree narrating the story of his tiger hunt to a group of children. One day when he was sitting and telling a story of his tiger hunt to a group of children, he said, "With a sword in my hand, I chased the man-eater like a bullet. Sometimes I was ahead of him, and sometimes he was ahead of me." Here, chased means run after, and ahead means in front. He said, with a sword in his hand, he was run after with the man-eater like a speed of light, like a bullet. And sometimes he was ahead of him, and sometimes Nawab was ahead of him. Then what happened, Nawab Sahib? A child asked excitedly. Then a child asked enthusiastically, "What happened, Nawab Sahib?" "How dare the tiger defeat me? I ran so fast that after an hour, when I turned my head, the beast was nowhere to be seen." He said further, here dare means brave enough. How brave enough the tiger in front of Nawab Sahib. Nawab Sahib was never defeated by a tiger because he ran so fast. After an hour, when Nawab turned his head, the beast was nowhere to be seen. The beast was vanished. Beast means wild one. As the children broke out laughing, ha ha ha. While listening to Nawab's explanation, children broke out into laughing so hard. Nawab Rangile's friend Sher Singh appeared. Appeared means to be present. Then Nawab Rangile's friend, his name is Sher Singh, appeared to be present out of nowhere. Seeing his long face, Nawab Rangile asked, "What's wrong, Shera?" Here, long-faced means a sad facial expression. Nawab Rangile's friend Sher Singh appeared, seeing his long face with his sad expression. Nawab Rangile asked him, "What's wrong, Shera?" "Last night my house was burgled. Putnath, the bandit, has robbed my house clean and vanished." Here, burgled means robbed, and vanished means disappear. He told Nawab Rangile that last night Sher Singh's house was robbed and Bhutnath the bandit has robbed his house and disappeared somewhere. "Why did you not wake me up?" Nawab Rangile asked Sher Singh. "How could I? It was only when I woke up in the morning that I realized the loss." Sher Khan told Nawab Rangile that how could he just wake him up? It was only when Sher Singh woke up in the morning and he realized that's the loss, that Bhutnath has robbed him. Sher Singh cried. In fact, the bandit has plundered 3 more houses in the village. Here plundered means robbed thoroughly by force. Then Sher Singh informed Nawab Rangile that in fact the bandit has robbed thoroughly by force 3 more houses in a village. What else can you expect from a village where a fox of coward lives? Then again he said, what can he expect or someone expect from the village where so many folks who are coward lives? True, but we do have a brave heart among us. But then he said suddenly that yes, truly. Sher Singh said, true. But we do have a brave heart. Brave heart means a person who has a brave heart among us. Indeed, that's me. Then Nawab Rangile told him that yes, indeed, I am a brave heart. That's me. And that's why Sher Singh informed Nawab Rangile that Pukar Singh the Mukhiya, here Mukhiya means Hindi word for village headman, has chosen him to go into forest and catch the Bhutnath the bandit. Nawab Rangile was shocked, for at the mention of the bandit's name, not only the village folks but even the leaves trembled with fear. Here trembled means shake. Nawab Rangile was shocked by hearing that Mukhiya of the village wants him to go into the forest and catch the bandit, because each and every village people was afraid by the name of him, just like a leaves trembled with fear. Somehow he managed to put up a bold front and say who else could dare to enter that ghastly forest. Here manage means dealing and put up a bold front. This is an example of an idiom. It means to appear to be brave, even if one is not. Could dare to enter that ghastly forest. Here ghastly means frightful. Who else can dare to go into frightful forest? I'll march into it tonight and bring him dragging to the village square before dawn. Here march means parade and dragging means move something by pulling. Then he continued saying that he can go into that forest tonight only and bring the bandit moving outside by force pulling into the village square before dawn. That's the spirit. That is exactly what I expected from you. Here, now Sher Singh said Nawab Rangile that that's the spirit. Spirit means deep feeling, that I was getting a deep feeling. This is exactly what I expected from you. This is exactly what I thought you would say and you would do. The Mukhiya has announced a fabulous prize of 10,000 rupees to anyone who brings that crook to justice, dead or alive. Here fabulous means excellent. Then Mukhiya has announced an excellent prize of 10,000 rupees to anyone who can bring that criminal to justice, either it was dead or alive. Now Nawab Rangile closed his eyes and saw the cloud bursting with crisp green banknotes. Here, cloud bursting with crisp. Bursting with crisp means sudden heavy fall of rain. Now Nawab Rangile then closed his eyes and thinking about the rain of the green, crisp banknotes, notes in the sky, notes in the air, notes everywhere. Notes means money, notes means currency, notes means rupees. And he was seeing them, just falling down in the face of rain, just like rain. When we reached home, his heart sank. He thought of the bandit Bhutnath. When he reached home after that, by the time he was thinking, just like He was getting a very rich person with the money, but still there was some frightful feeling into his heart. When he reached home, his heart sank. His heart sank. Idiom means his courage failed, and he felt very less confident. He thought of a bandit, Bhutnath. He was thinking about the Bhutnath out. Big sticking out eyes, frightening moustache, and thick black beard with a wrestler's body. But in reality, no one had ever seen Bhutnath in person. Begum Rangili was worried to see her husband look so dismal and asked what was wrong. Here worried means feeling feared, and dismal means sad and gloomy without any hope. Now Begum Rangili was very worried to see her husband very gloomy and asked him that what's wrong had happened with him. Bandit Bhutnath, said Nawab Rangili. Nawab Rangili answered, Bandit Bhutnath. Begum Rangili correctly guessed. Then here guessed means opinion. Begum Rangili currently thinking of one thing only. He must have accepted the challenge to capture Bhutnath and now was cursing himself for his blunder. Here capture means to take someone as a prisoner, and blunder means a silly and careless mistake. Now Begum Rangili correctly guessed that Nawab Rangili must have accepted the challenge to capture Bhutnath and make him his prisoner. Now he was cursing himself for his own mistake. She said, so my valiant soldier is all set to launch Operation Blackbeard. Here, Operation Blackbeard, this is an example of an illusion. Blackbeard was an infamous English pirate in the early 18th century in and around the Caribbean islands. Here, Begum Rangili is alluding to Bhutnath as Blackbeard, as both loot others. So here, she was referring Operation Blackbeard, and she said, my vigilant, here valiant means brave. Then she continued to say, my brave soldier is all set to launch means event, Operation Blackbeard. Nawab Rangili was hurt. Nawab Rangili feeling very hurt. The bandit has done no harm to us. Has he? Bandit has done nothing to us. Isn't it? Probably he has realized this house is invincible. That is why he has never dared to touch us. It means maybe he thought that he is very here invincible means too strong or powerful to be defeated. Maybe he thought his house was very strong to be defeated, that this is why he has never dared. Here dared means brave enough to do something bad to touch our house or us. But will you go into the forest, or still plenty of time till sunset? Then Begum Rangili continued, but will you go to get into the forest, or do another thing? She means, like if he wants to run away from that task. Still plenty of time till sunset. Here plenty means enough time to think about it till the sunset. After sunset, it was time to leave for the jungle. and poor Nawab Rangile was scared. Scared means frightened. When sunset about to come, after the sunset, it was time to leave for jungle. When it was about to dark, then it is time for them to go to the jungle. But poor Nawab Rangile was very frightened. He decided to hide under the bed and told his wife his plan. He was very scared that he gone to under the bed, hiding himself, and then asked his wife to told everyone else that if Shira comes to fetch me, tell him I have already left for the battlefield, fully armed. Here fetch means bring, and armed means carrying weapons. He said to Nawab Rangile, Begum Rangile, that if Shira comes to bring him, tell him that he have already left for battlefield with the weapons. But Shera Singh had already arrived and was listening quietly from the door. But Shera Singh already was on the door and listening their conversation. Nawab Sahib, the battlefield for Braveheart is not under the bed. Then he continued to tease Nawab Rangile that Nawab Sahib, the battlefield for Bravehearts is not under the bed. It is in the battlefield. So saying, he led the Nawab out to meet the villagers who walked with them to the forest. Then after hearing this thing from Sher Singh, Nawab Rangile had to out. He led himself out of the bed and then meet the villagers who were standing in front of his house, to go to the forest with them. Despite his pounding heart, Nawab Rangile walked into the forest. Here pounding means beating loudly. Despite his heart was beating very loudly, Nawab Rangile walked into the forest. He scampered up a tree to protect himself. Scampered means move quickly with the small, light steps, especially through fear or excitement. He moved very quickly with his light steps and climbed up a tree to protect himself. The bandit Bhutnath had also chosen the same tree to get some sleep. On the same tree, which tree Nawab Rangile chose to protect himself from everyone, on the same tree Bhutnath the bandit was also sleeping. Bhutnath woke up with a start and asked, "Who's there, man or mouse?" When Nawab Rangile just climbed up the tree, Bhutnath just woke up and then he asked in the dark, "Who's there, a man or a mouse?" Feeling insulted by the asking a man or a mouse, Nawab Rangile felt very insulted. The Nawab replied, the Nawab said, "I am the original Braveheart, Nawab Jang Bahadur Rangile of Nagatpur." He introduced himself. Nawab Rangile introduced himself that he is an original Braveheart person. His full name is Nawab Jang Bahadur Rangile of Nagatpur. "I have sworn to catch Bhutnath and take him to the village to hang him. Who are you?" Here sworn means pledged or promised. Nawab Rangile said, "Nawab Rangile have promised to catch Bhutnath and take him to village to hang him." Then he asked, "Who are you?" "I am Lalu, the sweet seller. I have also come in search of Bhutnath. Now, what is the use of spending the night here? It's better that I leave." Then Bhutnath, who was on the same tree as Nawab Rangile, said, introduced himself as Lalu, the sweet sailor. He continued to say this, that he also came in search of Bhutnath the bandit. Now, what is use of spending the night here on the tree? It's better to leave because there were many villagers gathered around. The Nawab was terrified at the thought of the man leaving. He said, "If I succeed in this venture, I will give the prize money to you. To be honest, all the gold of my Begum is still safe in the house." Nawab Rangile thought Lalu as a normal person. And Nawab was also very terrified of the thought that if the Lalu had left him, he would be all alone in the ghastly forest. So he said to Lalu that if he succeed in this venture means a difficult activity involving a lot of risk. If he will do his risky task with him, if Lalu would do Nawab Rangile's risky task with Nawab Rangile will gift him the prize money. And he also told him that all the gold of his Begum is still safe in the same house as where he lived. Hearing the Nawab, a plan formed into a crafty bandit's mind. By the hearing that some of the gold of Nawab Rangile's Begum is still here, the crafty bandit here, crafty means clever at achieving one aims usually in a dishonest manner. The crook bandit's mind formed a very dangerous plan. Bhutnath decided to steal the Begum's jewelry. After hearing that, Bhutnath planned to steal the Begum's jewelry. Then he said, "I don't think Bhutnath will dare come here tonight because of the brave artist personally here. Let's go home and sleep in the peace." He planned and said that Bhutnath will not come today because of the original Braveheart person is personally here. So let's just go back to our home and sleep in peace. Relieved, the Nawab invited Lalu home for dinner. Here relieved means feeling unburdened. Now Nawab was very unburdened. He thoughtlessly invited Lalu at his home for dinner and took him home and introduced him to his Begum. When he bring Lalu at his home, he introduced him to his Begum. This poor guy has not eaten anything for the couple of days. "Quick, make halwa puri as fast as you can." He ordered Begum to make halwa puri for the stranger person. When Begum asked that what was happened with the bandit, he was very happy and very unbothered by that. He just replied with her, "What is there to say? What should he say about that?" There was a ringing tone of success in his voice. He was very happy by telling her this thing. When he found out that I was looking for him, he simply vanished. Vanished means just disappeared. As I told you before, he said, when the bandit heard about Nawab Rangile, he just ran. He just, vanished from the battlefield. And he just don't want to be captured by Nawab Rangile. But Begum Rangile was not that easy to fool. But Begum Rangile was quite a clever female. So she wasn't accepting it that the bandit was afraid of Nawab Rangile and he just ran off. She had become alert. The moment she had glimpse of the guest, when she saw the guest, she was very alert. There is something dubious about the chap. Dubious about means suspicious, or not to be considered completely safe or honest. Like she was thinking about there is something very off, very suspicious about this person. The Nawab says he is a sweet seller. Nawab said that he is a sweet seller, but who has ever seen a sweet seller with a hard and threatening face? But a sweet seller never have that, hard and very threatening features on his face. Begum Rangili quickly realized who the guest was. Begum Rangili was very sure who the guest was, but what could she do? But she couldn't do anything. She thought and thought. Then she tried to think something to save herself and her family and her house. Then she spotted the Nawab's old sleeping pills. Then she found out a bottle of sleeping pills of Nawab. She mixed them in the halwa meant for the Bhutnath and carried 2 plates to the seated men. Then she made halwa and she just mixed the sleeping pills into the halwa she makes for the guest and just presenting the 2 plates in front of the man who was about to eat. Laluji, the halwa puri dish prepared by the Master Chef Begum Rangili of Lucknow, is internationally known for its flavor and taste. Then Nawab Rangili introduced the halwa made by Begum Rangili that it is internationally known for his flavor and taste and made by Master Chef Begum Rangili of Lucknow. Nawab Bahadur had jumped up and served the men the unadulterated dish before she could wink at him. Here unadulterated means completely pure without anything substandard added into it. The Nawab Bahadur, he just jumped. He picked up the plate which was fresh, which was pure. Then he gave that pure plate to the cunning person. And before she could wink at him, she could make him understand that there is something wrong with both of the plates. He just did it. The Begum felt like banging her head on the wall. The Begum felt very defeated. To make matter worse, Nawab Rangili insisted on feeding his wife. To make matter worse, Nawab Rangili wanted his wife to feed from the same plate he was feeding. Her protest fell on deaf ears. Here, fell on deaf ears means were ignored. Her protests were ignored, and she was forced to eat from the same dish as her husband's. You are a sweet seller. Have you ever cooked such a delicious dish? The Nawab asked Bhutnath. The Nawab was trying to communicate with the Bhutnath and ask him if he have ever made some delicious dish like this. Not even my father prepared anything like this. Then Bhutnath replied to Nawab that not even his father can prepare as delicious dish as he was eating. The Nawab Rangile stretched his leg on the charpai. Here charpai means Hindi word for woven coats used in villages. He could not even finish his sentence and was soon fast asleep. As Nawab was talking to the Bhutnath, he tried to lie down, and while he was lying down on the charpai, he was fast asleep. In the kitchen, Begum Rangili was too feeling dizzy. In the kitchen, Begum was also feeling very dizzy. She was about to sleeping. She was cursing herself for her ingenious idea. Here ingenious means clever or inventive, but She was throwing bad words on herself and her idea, which was not succeeded. Soon, she too was sleeping like a dog. Soon, Begum Rangili was also asleep, fast asleep. Bhutnath was quietly watching the scene. Bhutnath was sitting there and watching the scene, that what was happened. A miracle. Here, miracle means a very wonderful and surprising event that is unexpected. He thought, what a miracle is this? Soon, he was at work. Quickly, he stood up and opened the safe and grabbed the jewelry box of the Begum and walked out through the front door like a very good man, like a gentleman. So this is the story of our first chapter, Operation Blackbeard. Students, kindly read this chapter from your book and listen to this explanation. I hope you will learn something and you can do question and answers on the behalf of this explanation. Thank you.